Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brad, and today I wanted to talk about this really interesting concept I heard, and it was sort of something that I've been thinking about for a long time, but it was just something that hit me, and I just wanted to share it with you. So, it's this idea that in this world, particularly in America and in Europe and in all these so-called progressive countries now, we've moved away from God. We don't talk about God. It's like God, the idea of having a connection with Him or Jesus or Yahweh or Moses or anybody, I don't know, man, like just any higher power and turning your will over to Him is like this, you're mocked. It's just like this hilarious joke. Oh my God, he's talking about God. In some schools now, they actually ban kids and not ban them, but they cancel them. You know what I'm saying? They cancel the kids for simply talking about God. The God that they now teach people to be is themselves. The golden calf, the false idol is that we're taught to like worship ourselves. And I mean, obviously our life on this earth is temporary. We're not going to be alive in this physical form forever, but God and some higher power in the universe is going to go on way longer than we are, and we have a connection to God. We do. When we cut that off, or we allow others to convince us it's silly to have a connection to God, we just begin to worship ourselves, and we see where that leads us. I mean, look at where we're at right now. Look at where we're at right now. It's fucking crazy. We're literally living in a world where nothing makes sense. Everything's backwards and inverted. We have people that are looting and burning our streets down who, I mean, they have no message. They're idiots. They're emboldened. They're Marxist, socialist, commie idiots. It's unbelievable. And they don't believe in God. Many of them, unbeknownst to many people out there, worship Satan and go to satanic ritual. And it's just unbelievable. They worship themselves. They think that they know better than you. They think that they know better than God. They can go out and tear down statues and burn down churches and burn down temples and whatever. Wherever people are trying to get that connection to something bigger than themselves and seek answers to be better people and make this world a better place, that's discouraged. They encourage people to be into themselves. That is so. Whoever told them that is the most evil person on the planet. That's Satan. That's the devil's promise. He's trying to get you to. He's telling you, no, like you don't need to serve God. Who's God? You're just on this planet for a while. You might as well just do whatever you want to fucking do. As Satan would say, do as thou wilt. Bullshit. That's not gonna work. You're gonna live forever in this cycle of suffering. You're gonna go to hell. You take that too far, you're gonna go to hell. People that do as thou wilt. I mean, we see where that's going. We see where that is right now. People are burning down businesses and getting away with it. And there's people that are encouraging it, and they're telling them that it's wrong to be white. They're racist. They're horrible. They're supporting disgusting things like convincing a whole group of people. These people that opened Planned Parenthood. By the way, Bill Gates' fucking dad was on the board of Planned Parenthood. They're eugenicists. They hate black people. That's why there are so many Planned Parenthoods in black neighborhoods. Look, it's just true. It's just true. There are more black babies aborted than any other fucking race in America. By far. I think Kanye West in his last podcast with Joe Rogan, he said there's 1,000 black babies dying a day in America. That's fucked. You have these dumb women going around saying, oh, they're a parasite on me. They're a parasite. I love killing I mean, it's not your call. Bitch, like it's not your fucking call. That's a life in there, and I've made mistakes too, man. Like I've my ex-girlfriends have had abortions. I think it's pretty bad. And I feel really fucking bad about it. I felt bad about each and every one of those things, and it was wrong. And I wish I knew better. And I will not ever be doing that again because it's wrong. And I know that's not what God wants. It's not my call. Who the fuck am I? You know, it's just so wrong. We live in this world where we're gods. Oh, it's all about my Facebook and my following, and I'm an influencer. I mean, you couldn't be any more wrong about that, you know? It's like, yes, I run a business, I market. Have I done it the wrong way before in a way? Like, debatable. I mean, I don't think I've ever been so all about me and just flexing. I've tried to be very honest with you guys. I've made mistakes for sure, but like I don't really. I really try to keep things just straight up with you, like as if we're sitting here. You know, I really don't want to hide anything from you. I just want to tell you the truth about who I am and what I have to offer in business. And if it works out, works out. If it doesn't, that's fine. There's plenty of other people out there as well for you to get whatever it is you're looking for. So I just think that we live in a time where we all think, not all of us, but like a lot of people out there really think that they are God. They really think that what they think is the right thing, and they could just think and say whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. And that's just a horrible way to live. It is. I mean, if you just do and say whatever you want, I mean, there's no limits. Truthfully, like there really is no limits if you live that way. You can be just a monster. And I mean, there are monsters out there that just feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want because they're God. You know, Satan will tell you that. That's the satanic Bible. Oh, it's about, you know, as above, so below. You have all the powers of God. You know, the church and the synagogue is weak. You know, we're the ones that have the real power in this dimension right here. We can make stuff happen. We can do whatever we fucking want. And just because these fucking normie cunts don't fucking see it, we can fucking do whatever we fucking want, you know? And these people do it. Doest thou well, they just fucking do it. They come up with insanely complex schemes that work out, and they do it. They really do. It is unbelievable what these people are doing. And we need to come back to norm. I mean, like, I'm not trying to tell you what to believe, man, but like, I'm pretty sure that we've tried it this way, and then before we had a connection to God, you know, and I just think people are better off that way, dude. Like, I'm not here to tell you what to believe or anything like that, but I'm just saying what I feel, and I do feel that America, the world, should have a connection to God, and we should be turning our will over to him and asking him what is best for us to do, and not thinking that we know everything. I mean, I guess that's the second point I want to make, is that very rarely do I hear truly like narcissistic or evil people ever say they're sorry. Ever. You know, if they say they're sorry, it's like just to get out of it, you know? But I think that people who are afraid of God and judgment, because yeah, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all going to be judged one day, and I don't want to look back and do any more damage than I already have. You know, I mean, I've done a lot of fucking stupid things. I still do a lot of stupid fucking things, and I'm trying to get better. But I don't want to do more. I want to be a good person, okay? I'm scared of judgment of the boss, the big guy upstairs. I don't want that. Okay? And I also don't want to be seduced into thinking that I'm the boss. Like, I steer the ship of my own life. I make my decisions here. But first, I'm going to ask that guy up there what he thinks, okay? You know, and I'm going to not be afraid of talking about it anymore. Because it's just, I don't know, man. I've just seen the other people who don't do that, or who mock God. It's just like, I don't know, man. There's something so gross about that. There's something so unbelievably gross and stupid about that. And I guess that's a perfect way to describe criminal activity, Luciferianism. These people are stupid, and they're sick. and they only want one thing, which is their own enrichment of life. Oh, just the decadent. I hate these people. I hate them. Think about the phrase abortion on demand. They're actually rallying for abortion on demand. Like, like the same term they use in marketing to sell you, like, Amazon on demand or pay-per-view on demand. They want abortion on demand. The sacrifice of a child, dude, an unlived life. And then Planned Parenthood, they got caught literally on tape. You can go look this up. I believe Project Veritas, James O'Keefe exposed this, but this is well known. They actually preserve the bodies and harvest the organs and sell them to God knows where. They're not held accountable, and they get federal funding. I mean, that's just like, I mean, that's just so rage-inducing, It's like, at least for me, it's just so rage-inducing. I just can't, I can't go along with the idea that, we can just live this life of fakeness. The ultimate example of this is like Dan Bilzerian or the Instagram, crowd, or OnlyFans girls, or feminism, or any of these leftists. They think that's why they're the left. They think they're God. They think they know better, but they're really dumb. They're incredibly stupid, incredibly self-centered. They're being propped up by, they're literally being propped up by Satan, first of all, whether they know it or not. The higher level ones, they do know it, and the highest level ones are fully aware of who's in charge, and they're funding them too. It's just a big criminal gang of people that think that they know best. It's absolutely insane. This has gotten way out of control. I think on the whole, people, I don't want to tell people what to do, but I do want to ask them to consider to go back to God and go back to just turning your will over to Him, because this is a big secret that people don't understand, is that when you speak these words, you ask God, you speak to Jesus, you ask for Christ, you ask for forgiveness, you apologize, you appreciate and thank Him for the blessing of life and the opportunity to be alive today, and ask for His guidance, ask for His strength, and ask for the strength to do His will. I think that's right. I'm sort of just going along with this, I'm not an expert Christian or Jewish person or anything. I was bar mitzvahed, but that's about it. I just call on Him for guidance. Humble yourself for once. People who don't are honestly shitty. They're just shit people. They're shit people. They just act like they know everything. They never apologize. They go around screwing people over, and they're just mean, bad people. I'm sorry. It's just true. I mean, if you go and you murder and you kill and you rape and you destroy people's property, yeah, you're a bad fucking person. Yeah, that's fucking it. You're a bad piece of shit person. Fuck you. Okay? That's it. There's good and there's bad. That's right. There's light and there's dark. And it's just such a lie that they try to make God such a bad thing. They try to take God out of the pledge, and they try to take religion out of school. No. Connection with God, period. I'm not trying to force it down anybody's fucking throat, but like, dude, life is just better. We're going to have a better future together if we do this. But if we, if you don't want to do that, I respect it. It's your prerogative. But I don't respect criminals, and I don't respect people that are just mean, bad people. And I've seen that's kind of where it goes. You think you know best? You don't. Who does? Who does, man? I believe there is a creator. There is a divine, holy spirit, greater force than us. And if you think that you know better, I doubt it. I really do. I think that is something that, at very least, it makes sense. It makes more sense than saying that you know best. Who are you? Who am I? I'm no astral fucking physicist. I'm nobody. I'm just some guy that has a business online, and I do my best. But I'm not going to go ahead and say I know better than God, okay? To say that there is no God, or these people that argue that they definitively know there's no God. Okay. Sure. go right ahead. But very often, those people are very dark people. I'm going to be honest with you. They're very, very dark. They're very, in their spirit. They just have an energy about them. It's just something that's just gross. I'm just like, get away from me. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. I try my best, but a lot of people, I'm just like, dude, just, I want to hear some uplifting words. I want to hear some motivation to keep going, some strength, some connection with God, some love. I want to hear that, and I want to know that I'm loved by God and Jesus or whatever. I still got to go to church and figure that out, but like for the love of God, man, like I need that in my life. Life's too hard without it. It's not the right way to be. And I'm not trying to preach to you, but at very least, I do think there's a lot of people out there that think that they're God and they worship themselves and they look in the mirror and they think they're so awesome. No, I mean, you're not. You're not. You're not awesome, dude. God's awesome, okay? The world is awesome. The life we've been given is awesome. The opportunities we have are awesome. And the things that we do in our life, yeah, they're awesome. And if you're picking up girls, yeah, all right, you can hypnotize yourself to think how fucking awesome you are. And if you're leading people, yeah, you could say, oh, I'm confident, I'm awesome, and all that. I understand needing to do that sometimes. But also, don't literally think that you're the shit, you're the best person in the world. I've just always really not liked those people. I don't know, there's just something about it. That just really puts me off. Like, there's a lot of women right now that have been so misled that they think that they're like entitled to everything. They think that they're like, you never hear them, even ones that go to church and they do the Christianity thing. They just literally, it's, I think, a discipline of turning your will and your life over to God. For me, I'll be honest with you guys, a big part of that was going to NA when I was younger. And part of the 12 steps is like you have a higher power and you turn your will and your life over to the care of God, a higher power. You get a connection. He tells you what to do. If you ask, you will get an answer back. And it's a better answer than you're going to get by just thinking that you know. You don't. You have to ask. So, I asked. I had a discipline of asking. I asked others for their opinion who I trusted. And mostly I would just call upon God. I would just ask God. And I still do it. And I apologize. And I need to do more of it. But again, it's just... that connection is what I think really does it. And people say, oh, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't follow the standard rules of physics. How much physics do you fucking know? Because physics goes real deep. The people that are the leading edge of physics, the people that run the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland, do you know about that even? No, you fucking don't. They're opening up interdimensional portals. They're talking about the breakdown of Einsteinian level physics, quantum mechanics, which is a higher level of understanding that we understand in a three-dimensional universe. We consider time the fourth dimension, but that's not really the fourth dimension according to these scientists. They're saying there's 12 dimensions. Physicists, respective physicists, say there are 12 dimensions that human beings interact with. So... spare me, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh, I know everything. No, you don't. You fucking don't. High-level physicists and scientists agree that there is mathematical proof that there is a God. So, I love physics. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at math. Certainly not the best, but I understand it better than a lot of people. Better than most, I would say. Better than most. And I think... it makes sense. So I also think it makes sense to be humble because I've seen a lot of people who were real arrogant, thought they were God. Oh, I'm the shit. I've seen them get fucking humiliated. Like, just humiliated in a multitude of different situations. I always talk about boxing. I talk about game. I talk about just life, business. Oh, man. Oh, God. There was this one kid I used to work with who, he was like a trust fund kid, okay? And he literally had this attitude of Just so fucking arrogant. So fucking arrogant. It's like 10, 12 years younger than me. Never ran a business in his life. Tried to like talk down to me. Never got his business off the ground. Everything that he ever did just blew up. It was embarrassing. Got fired. This was fucking ridiculous. And me, I tend to be more, I tend to be too humble and not stand up for myself enough. So I literally would just work myself into the ground, not get enough credit for it, and then eventually just get pissed off and fucking quit or something like that. That's usually what I tend to do, which is not good. And I need to fix that as well. But I certainly don't think that I have all the answers. I think that I am very humble, and I try to be, and I think that's a good way to live. I think actually we all should be pretty humble and treat each other really well and care and love each other, and love God. I really have to stop being ashamed for saying that, because it's not a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing to love God and appreciate the life He's given me. So that's it. I guess the point overall is that I think people nowadays think that they themselves are God. It's a false idol. It's like a golden calf. And if they keep going down that road, I honestly think that God's going to destroy them real bad. Like, he's probably really pissed. I know I'm pissed. And I think that God understands that, because it's gross. It's horrible. It's, have some fucking humility. And people that I'm more pissed at are the people that taught them that knowingly. They knew that this was untrue. They knew it. But they themselves worship a different God. Their daddy is Satan. You don't know. You don't even know. These people they literally knowingly destroy the connection with God for many people, because they worship Satan, and they just do it because they think it's funny. These people are just the worst. They're a virus. I mean, if you want to see how far it goes, think about the Nazis. Do those people deserve to live? Does ISIS deserve to live? Do people who commit war crimes and rape and murder people and chop up children and rape them and shit, do they deserve to live? I don't think so. I think God has a pretty, people think, you're supposed to be just like this totally sweet, turn the cheek the other way type person. God doesn't do that. God punishes people that fuck up real bad. God, he's loving, he's funny, he will give you a chance, he might save you once, or maybe twice, maybe. I don't know. That's my best interpretation of it, but I think that he will smack you the fuck down if you fuck around too much. And he will put you deep in hell. He'll, I don't know, you will fucking ride the wheel of samsara. I don't know if that's in the Bible or whatever, but if you're reincarnated in a lower dimension of hell. You will go to hell. If you do stuff like hurt kids or something like that, you're going to hell. I mean, I'm not saying I'm safe to go to heaven. I'm doing my best here, but I don't know. I have to do better. But these people that have no fear of that, I think they're in a worse place than I am. And that's not a comparison. It's just like I feel bad for them. I don't want anyone to go to hell, and I wish that we all lived in heaven and we were all living in a better place together. But I don't know. I think we all recognize this too, that this is a problem, and I think God's the answer. I think that really people a long time ago have indoctrinated these people to think, God's not real. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes they ever made. I think that those people that did that, they're I mean, I don't really wish for, I guess the right thing to do is just pray for them, because they're really misled, and they are evil. I mean, they are. You can't deny it. They're evil, and they need to go. But you gotta pray. I guess the right thing to do is pray for them. Nobody really who's normal wants to hurt people, but you gotta understand, these people do. I mean, there's no better example of this than you're looking at Antifa or Black Lives Matter. They literally hate me. They hate you. If you're just a normal dude, they hate you. They hate you. They hate themselves. It's a projection of how they feel about themselves. They act like they're this awesome, oh my God, the most arrogant fucking people in the world. They're just the grossest, most arrogant, ignorant people in the world. It is, and I feel bad they were this misled. I feel bad they were influenced this badly, and I will pray to God for them, because what they're summoning is not good. They're summoning the reckoning. Maybe they'll get it, maybe they won't, but eventually they're gonna get it. They're eventually gonna get their reckoning. So that's it. I don't know. I just felt like making that video. Hope you guys enjoy. Check out my blog if you have any interest, bradholiday.com. If you'd like to support the business, that's my way that I make money. Yeah, I've got a great product. I put a lot of work into it. I also put a lot of work into the coaching. And I have a boot camp coming up in about a month. So if you're interested in that, hit me up on my email down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Later.